Your Excellency, Olafur Ragnar Grimson, former President of Iceland and Chairman of Arctic.circle, Crown Prince of Sweden, Victoria, and Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to speak at the plenary session of the Arctic.circle Assembly here in Reykjavik. I would like to express my appreciation to the Arctic.circle Secretariat and Chairman Grimson for giving me this opportunity to share Korea's perspective on Asia and Arctic. I must also thank Chairman Grimson for his continued dedication to the Arctic and its future. The Arctic.circle Assembly is the leading forum on the Arctic where diverse stakeholders can participate in an open and inclusive manner. It also covers a wide range of issues on the Arctic, from scientific research, climate change, sustainable development, to business opportunities. Korea was fortunate enough to build and strengthen our relationship with the Arctic Circle by successfully holding the Arctic Circle Korea Forum for the first time in Northeast Asia last December. It was a meaningful opportunity for us to discuss the future of the Arctic from an Asian perspective. We are happy to see that this relationship between Arctic Circle and Asia has continued to evolve. Following the successful China Forum earlier this year, I'm also looking forward to the Arctic Circle Japan Forum next year. As you can see, Asia's interest and participation on the Arctic has become more active. For example, after joining the Arctic Council as observer in 2013, Korea, Japan, China have held annual trilateral high-level dialogue on the Arctic since 2016. This year, we had our fourth dialogue in Busan, Korea. Building on the idea that was suggested during the Arctic Circle Korea Forum, the three countries held an ad hoc experts group meeting on the margins of the fourth dialogue, which provided an opportunity to share the respective interests of each country so that we can find common ground and move forward to the future. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Asia and the Arctic coexist on the same planet. When the Arctic suffers from climate change, Asian countries also face challenges related to adverse impacts of climate change. The impact of climate change in the Arctic is far-reaching. The recent IPCC report on the ocean and cryosphere shows that the current level of decreasing cryosphere will have serious impact on not only ecosystem, but immediately on the lives of those coastal communities due to rise in sea levels. Korea has also been under direct impacts. This year alone, 7 typhoons crossed the Korean peninsula. This is a record tie which was first reached in 1959. We may break this record if another typhoon reaches our coasts within this year. These challenges cannot be tackled alone. These are not isolated issues of the Arctic. The international community as a whole needs to step up and take action to address the climate crisis while making further efforts to achieve SDGs. To this end, Korea is willing to take part more proactively in climate action. At the UN Climate Action Summit last month, President Moon announced that Korea will double our contribution to the Green Climate Fund, GCF. Korea also plans to update its NDC in 2020 while preparing for the 2050 LEDs, its long-term GHG emission development strategies. President Moon also announced in New York that Korea will host P4G, Partnering for Green Growth and Global Goals 2030 summit in Seoul next year, which will be an opportunity for us to pursue innovative and yet impactful public-private partnerships on a global level. More specifically, Korea is looking forward to become a constructive partner on Arctic-related issues. Korea is already to support chairmanship of Iceland and its key agendas within the Arctic Council. The International Symposium on Plastics in the Arctic will be an important occasion for us to review and discuss how to mitigate marine debris, especially microplastics. As an active non-Arctic state, Korea hopes to contribute more in many activities, scientific researches, projects to be discussed within the Arctic Council framework. I'm also happy to report to this audience that Korea's ratification process for the Central Arctic Ocean Fisheries Agreement has been finalized. We will continue to make efforts to contribute to the protection and sustainable management of resources in the Central Arctic Ocean. Another aspect of Korea's Arctic program includes indigenous peoples. Our key institutions on Arctic affairs, such as COPRI and KMI, are running fellowship programs that provide opportunities for young researchers from the indigenous community to take part. Having run these programs for several years, the contributions of the participants are more significant. It also helps us to better understand the challenges that these communities face. An irony that climate change brings to the Arctic is opportunity, but such explorations need to be based on sustainability for all. There are discussions on shipping routes and energy development projects, but all of these efforts need to be based on sustainable development, and Korea will also engage in these areas with such principle. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to an annual Arctic Partnership Week on the 9th to 13th December in Busan. It will conclude a series of seminars, exhibitions, and events related to the Arctic. Last year, over 1,000 participants from Korea and abroad attended the event. I'm confident that it will be an exciting week of searching for opportunities and networking. With this said, let me once again thank the organizers and Chairman Grimson for this valuable opportunity. I wish you all a successful Arctic Circle Assembly and look forward to meeting all of you again in Busan, December. Thank you very much.